folks, welcome back for an episode of Schwaaard's Follies, and I am back in the proverbial saddle, baby. And that's right, it's very apropos because I am now in Texas, and even though I have not seen more than like 4 horses, that is something that is synonymous with this part of the country. Anyway, as you can see here, we are running, I was going to run the original deck that I ran the very first TESL video I ever did, which was it was a warrior orc deck, but it was more aggro, hardcore aggro. This one has a lot of aggro in there, but the M for MORC is mid-range. I'm trying to make it a little more mid-rangey. We do have a copy of Training Grounds in there. I was going to do the banner thingy blooper, but it only gives you defense, so it makes your guys more robust. But they're mostly orcs. I do have one Clockwork Dragon in there because this is in theory for the long haul. I want to be able to possibly drain or throw a guard out there that my opponent might not be expecting. But otherwise, yeah, this is an aggressively oriented. It skews aggressive, but in the mid-range persuasion, which is my favorite type of deck to play. So we're just going to go ahead and start the playing. Oh, we have a Brotheridge. Oh, how was the move? Oh, it was a mess, a terrible, terrible mess. But it's done for now. All right, and we're jumping. We got up to the steed in the last season. Obviously, we reset. Unless you make it to the, what is it? 5 is something. I don't remember. 5 is the warrior. I think 5 is the warrior, and then 4 is something else. I know 3 is the tower. I don't remember what 4 is, but that's the one you want to get to. We did not get to it, and so we're having to start, and that's why we're facing cyber crazy horses. Thieves Guild Bandit, who is rank 12, so it could be brand new to the game. We'll see. Do we want a stone shard orc? I mean, this is a curve, isn't it? Well, it's a curve, so we'll see. We'll see how we do. I was going to do that one deck, but I wanted to go more mid-range.
Luck to your
and
house.
I can't tell you why. I just
welcome.
I smell fresh meat.
So we're expecting either Gobos or Control Resurrect. Okay, unfortunately, we don't really have a good card to play on this turn. For tempo, we're gonna ring out Stone Shard because that will trigger our Stronghold Patrol and make it more likely that we can get the Bangride Butcher down there. So we'll have to see which one is going to be more important. Or we might do the douche. But we probably want him for. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah, that was a misplay. I should have just done Stone Shard Orc, traded that in, and done Bangride Butcher. I think these are going to survive, or at least one of them is going to survive. Oh crap! Has he got 2 of them? Looks like he's got. So yeah, this is definitely obviously control, and that's the other reason I was thinking. The good news is we do. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we can do that on 5. Right, so we might just be able to rush him down. He is in the enviable position. Obviously, this is a premium, so I don't think Cyber is brand new to this. Earthbone is going to come right on cue. And what are you doing with him? Mummify? I don't like it when he starts hovering over my biggest threat. What are you doing? Okay. Came across 2 Drain Vitalities. That's fabulous. So we are therefore going to put... Well, you know what? So unfortunately, we're going to do this. We really need to press our advantage as quickly as possible because he's ramping and he got a prophecy that is not great for us. And there's that Mummify that I was afraid of, or that I thought he had before, but now he got it as a free play instead. Hopefully we can keep one of our reds on board so we... Oh, wow, again, able to clear out the entire lane. All 3 Drain Vitalities. And yeah, we're not looking good here, folks. But luckily we will be able to draw a card. Once we get that down. And he's already used all 3 drained vitality, so unless he does Parthenax next turn, which is not wholly unlikely. Tell you what. Yeah, he could Parthenax next turn, and that would probably kill us because he's definitely going to get more drained vitality. Okay, that's perfect because we got Burn and Pillage. That's why I included this. That's why I got 1 copy of Burn and Pillage just for this sort of situation. Okay, he's going to be able to trade with that. He can't. All right, so we can't douche and Burn and Pillage, unfortunately. We can't really do anything. Oh, but that pretty much sets us up for lethal next turn, so we just do that. Unless we hit a prophecy, we do not. So we can just ping him with the douche next turn if, as long as he doesn't drain somehow, we will be able to close this one out. Yes, indeed.
Let's go then. My time.
And that's never a good thing for the opponent. See, that's what I talked about before, like the alternate art for Eclipse Baroness. I mean, I like her armor. I like the little bit of the sword we see there. But overall, like the lighting is just really dim, and she just doesn't look. I don't know. She looks all right. But it's definitely a different look. The other one looks okay. Yeah, our opponent didn't. We wouldn't have finished it off with a douche anyway. Alrighty, we've got Beer Guest up next, and anybody want to take a bet on whether or not we're running Invade? No stinking thinking. We are going to assume the best. Beer Guest, we are assuming you are a man of honor, of integrity, of high moral character. And we will find out if any of that's true momentarily. Mighty Ally is going to be queued up next turn. We are fortunate we got the ring the second turn. This is looking like Invade. But as I said, if I'm playing by myself, I'll just concede against Invade all the time. But for all your all's entertainment and edification, because if we do somehow get a win against Invade, there it is. It can be very satisfying. And ideally, we don't want to be giving them cards, but
The silent guards with you.
let's see here.
The battle shall be our glory.
Hopefully he can survive, and we can Stone Shard and trade into this, because I guarantee he's going to be able to ramp this gate up significantly this turn. Or not. Okay. So we can do that. Stone Shard is 1 for... oh. Well, there we go. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. We're getting up close to turn 7, which is when... I mean, it's not a hard and fast rule that turn 7 things hell breaks loose, but when you have those kind of cards, absolutely it is. Ah, yeah.
You will be devoured in shadow.
Okay. So...
Kind speed.
let's go ahead
split
and
some
poke him
scouts.
here. The douche is going to allow us to protect this guy.
We must protect our strong.
We don't have a 2-drop to play. So yeah, we're just going to see how crazy this gate's going to go, and if our opponent starts spitting out little baby Dagoths. Babyers. And if he does, then farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. Orders for to sail back to Boston. And I hate Invade. Oh, I hate Invade. Oh, I hate Invade. Okay, I also hate you, Feasting Hungry, jackass. Alright. Could have been worse. It's not over yet. We only have 1 orc on the board. We can get 1 more, but that's not going to be enough to do this. And she's going to, this nasty synergy here, drain, of course. All right, so we're pretty much donezo. Because, well, so now if Stone Shard is included, wait a minute, why would, no, yep. If this doesn't work, it doesn't work, we're screwed. We are screwed.
Kind speed.
Yeah.
War and glory.
Yeah, because she's going to drain for... Yeah, we're done. I'll give it one more turn, and then we'll just concede. Concede efficiency! Body bag, I'm giving you a run for your money. You are not the concession king. I am the concession king. Yeah, we're done.
I vow.
Okay, flushing that turd of a game down the toilet, we move on to Grenwith 8. Grenwith 8? Grenwith 8. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Last time, though, I actually got a pronunciation right, the JB Dub, short for JBW. So great to see you in the comments, sir, and thank you for the edifying comment, letting me know that I actually was able to decipher the name correctly.
Marsh friend.
Or translate it correctly, I guess. All right, so we'll throw this down.
I smell.
And in fairness to the garbage that is Invade last time, you have 2 invasion parties. You have 75 cards, and you manage to do... Okay, so what we're going to do... I mean, I said this was a control deck, or a mid-range deck. I need to start playing it like a mid-range deck. We could have stalled out last game. Oh, what is all of this? Tell you what it is. It's called... Redouche. Let's break a rune, so we're good to go there. Let's see what our opponent is able to counter with. Yeah, you have 2 invasion parties and a 75 card deck. You get those right up front. It ain't gonna work out well. If we take him, we can Earthbone. Earthbone might be the best one. I don't mind getting cards. But we'd have to trade. We'd have to trade everything in. So what are our options? Stone Shard could get rid of that, but we still have to trade everything in, or it hits that. I don't know. Tell you what, we'll do this, and like I said, because we want the cards. He gets a card. We get a card.
They're in
Pluck him out of the way. And we're not looking too shabby. We are tied, 25-25. Ooh, there we go. So he's got a nasty intermingling here. We can do Stone Shard into Stone Shard. Actually, is going to be really good. Took me a second, folks. Thank you for bearing with me. You probably saw that immediately. It took me a second to sort that out. And the Moose is going to get some value. We are going to probably Earthbone it, because we do want to do damage eventually, and we can play that and Northwind Outpost.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
As we come and warm ourselves, we continue to push damage. And the less than aerodynamic, giant, goofy, wild and Moose thing. And shackles down our Earthbone Spinner. We could free our Earthbone Spinner. And actually, that may be lethal.
I fight with the fervor of the wild hunt. Be silent.
Kabam! I promise you this is a mid-range deck, folks. This is a mid-range deck. I don't know. I kind of had a little bit of a hankering for aggro. Not going to lie. Oh, shoot. And I'm also trying to get back to the old style where I don't say anything in between games and we just cut just so you get a bunch of gameplay. I did that the first time and then I forgot to do it this time. So this is going to be a hodgepodge of cuts and whatever. I'm getting there. And I want to get back to the sponsored cards. My first ones are going to be, I've got I think 20 from Beaterus, where he did their shouts. He redid the existing shouts, or most of the existing shouts, and then he added a bunch of his own. And so we're gonna do them in batches. So I don't know how many shouts that ends up working out to, but maybe it's 10, I think. We don't have a 2-drop. That's amazing. All right. And it's also interesting where either Johnny Jules is heavy into the draw potential, or wow, we're gonna have to ring out a 3-drop. That's embarrassing. Or this is actually a crazy
live for this.
Telvanni
By the
orc?
eighth, They will
No,
meet
okay.
their makers.
Or something else. All the good news is we can ring out our Bankride Butcher's Ring. If he doesn't get shackled by a spooter, I will be very surprised. Sanctuary pet, anybody?
Out.
Anybody smell the stench of the sanctuary pet? What are you going to do? Mummify? Goodness gracious, the bane of my existence. But the good news is, unless he has another mummify, we will get some Solar Revenge value here.
You should.
And then a Militant Chieftain. And then maybe a Courtwalk. Although, okay, Morgul Gatekeeper is not the bestest, but it ain't bad.
Careful there, friend.
Okay, more value on
Shayla, hate you.
Daggerfall Mage. Lots of tomes. Unfortunately, if our opponent doesn't have... Oh, does not. Okay, looking for an answer of Firebolt or something
I live.
to avoid taking 5 to the face, plus another 5 possibly next turn. Does not find it. There's another Sower.
You will perish.
And I think that's going to be the ticket.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
I mean, Telvanni has a ton of silence, Shadow Fens, Sorcerer's
Face
Negation.
me.
Does not find it there. Could find it here. Nope. Overdraws a Hallowed Death Priest.
Fallen.
So unless it's a shackle, okay, that's another option. I suppose. Ooh, do we? No. We're not going to go Greed. We're going to go Gortwag. Gortwag! Gortwag, grow Nagorm. Look at my little ponytail. It's not a ponytail. Does it call it a top knot or something? We've drawn the more cards.
The Black Hand sees all.
Okay. Has he got the Cruel Fire Bloom?
I come.
No.
bearing gifts.
Okay, so we are going to have to Earthbone next turn. I wanted to
Killing you will make it.
Militant Chieftain.
I'll shatter your bones.
But we should draw first, right? Well, should have drawn before
Gore
we
and blood.
actually did something. That would have got us there.
I fight with
That's
the
why you
fervor
draw
of the
first,
wild
folks.
hunt.
That is why you always draw first. Game would have been over a turn ago. Fortunately, I think we've got enough orcs on the board that we're going to be able to.
I fight with the fervor
Yeah,
of the
good
wild
games.
hunt.
No, stop it.
Fall before the first form.
This
Okay.
was a worthy contest.
And we just were able to rush down our friend Johnny Jules. I really don't know why. I think it was just I couldn't think of any other deck. I do want to do a sorcerer deck. I haven't played sorcerer in a long time. I do want to do a mid-range sorcerer deck, but no excuse. I just didn't come up with one, and for some reason, orc were on the mid-range orc was on the tip of my brain. I think we had either one of our friends or our opponent played a mid-range orc in the last game or the one before that. They ran they had 2 chieftain banners, and I was like, man, mid-range orc can really be a pain in the butt to deal with. The problem is, if you don't have enough chargers, you can survive as an orc, but if you're up against another aggro deck, it can be really hard to turn that corner, because even though you've got, and here we go. Let us hope that Luca Loco Rolex is not trying to invade. And if Luca Loca Rolex is trying to invade, perhaps not 2 invasion parties by turn 6. How about that, game? How about we not make a childlike, infantile, juvenile turd muffin of a deck that much more of a pain in the butt by giving them the ideal draw? Can we just avoid doing that, game? Can we? Okay, that's not definitively. And I'm putting it on him just because if he gets taken out, I don't want it to be all 6 points of damage.
Prepare yourself.
Now they have Drain on the board. I'm not terribly inclined to strike. What do you think? I mean, the douche is... Ooh. All right. If he's going to drain, I want him to hit me in the face, but I also don't want him draining in perpetuity. So if I poke, we can Wood Orc, Headhunter, that into Oblivion next turn. As long as he trades. Does trade, does drain. Don't like the look of that. Oh, Tharana. Okay, so this doesn't seem to be a very normal. If it is invade, it's not your normal run-of-the-mill invade. But Tharana means there's action coming, and it could very well ring into an ice storm, which would hurt us considerably. But we do have Mighty Ally and Greystone Ravager next to play next turn. So as long as there aren't 2 ice storms. Oh no! Okay, there's the invasion party. Okay, so it's invasion party with Tharana. So now you got 0 cost invasion parties. Good, good. So you are actually the worst of the worst. Awesome, awesome. Oh my gosh! And it just keeps going. Oh, drain, of course. All right, so we're pretty much dead.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to give him the satisfaction. We're gonna concede this. Oh no, you know what? No, you know what? We'll keep going. Let's see. Screw it. Don't care.
By the firstborn, honor and blood, meet your death.
Because we know that's going to drain. We know our opponent's going to play at least 3 or 4 cards that are going to drain right off the jump. So the next drain that drops will bail. I think, because I mean this gate's way too high already. And these trade off. So we've got 5. He's going to drain for at least 2. We can still technically win next turn, but not at this point. Not at this point. But we'll let it play out.
The sigil stone is
Not worried about that. Okay. Unless we can get our... if we get an Earthbone Spinner, we could... Well, no, we really can't. That's not going to do it. So let's just change things up a little bit.
crumble. I smell fresh meat.
And we'll let that go. Yeah. Luca Loco.
You will know pain and suffering.
The charge? No. He's got 6 Magicka. What did I say, folks? Turn 7. Turn 7. That's when things go to heck. Ooh. That would be nice. It could do anything, but I guarantee we're going to get a bunch of guard with ward, which we can still win as long as it doesn't get charge and drain. Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty much it.
The Oriole do not waste time chatting with mortals.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good.
I bow to your...
All right, so yeah, Invade is kind of making this a crummy experience today, not gonna lie. That's why I typically skip them, because I don't, like I said, I don't even enjoy winning against them, so losing against them is even worse. And I lose a little bit of respect for humanity, even though I'm part of humanity to me takes a dive when I come across people like Luca, whatever. Just, you know, it just reminds you there are dregs of humanity. The depths of depravity and everything that is wrong with human beings just gets thrown in your face. But, we got plenty of folks like, wait, Gren with 8, we played against you just a minute ago.
To your house.
But you were playing, okay, remember that card. I think that was the first card you played as well. I think was playing a, let's do this right. That was Scout, right? If I'm not mistaken. All right, so our frail little Greystone Ravager is going to die to this teensy little Karthspire Scout, but that's okay. Oh. Well, we're gonna take some pause there. Okay. Luckily, we do have our Butcher. There, no prophecy. We got a prophecy. Is it a mummify again? It is not. It's just as bad, if not worse. Actually, no. Mummify is better because would have left us with a 2 cost. And is that the guard? It is. So we may lose this one, folks. We may, in fact, lose this one.
There is strength on gas.
You could. I could have left that up. It's fine either way. Another javelin. Okay, we are just. Yeah, this is. Well, here's the good news. Hopefully, you don't have the third one in your hand. We are getting shortchanged right now by our opponents with running 3 attribute decks, having 2 or 3 of the same card that is exactly what we don't want to see. It's very bizarre.
Your coin or your life. Choose.
And Channeler Bing. The worst card ever.
By Arcade's beard, stay back.
You know, I don't care about the damage. We're just going to get rid of that. And we are gonna we're gonna oh, you know what? No, I should have, because they can trade into this now. Dagnabbit. I should have worked Wood Orc Headhunter, and they wouldn't have been able to trade into Garnag. Garnag is gonna go down this turn. Ah, well, that's all right.
What's
Or
yours?
Gortwall. That's Garnag.
Prepare yourself.
All right, and like I said, my policy, we are not going to... Oh, more Chandlers.
Blood and honor.
To oblivion with you.
Do you not fear me, daughter?
There we go.
You should.
So see, we are playing more of a... I mean, it's not control, obviously, but more of a mid-range, slower burn.
A taste of Lord Dagon's power.
Okay.
We will protect the Emperor or die trying.
And now we are going to make life not
We
fun
must
for our
protect
opponent
the
with
Night Mother. We stand united.
Garnag. Although with this removal package our opponent is running, I would expect Dawn's Wrath.
Rise, my servant.
Oh, what is this? Oh, Chandler Bing. Another Chandler. Grenwith 8, just a tip. Let you yourself go. Well, okay, not going to worry about it. But we are not going to break another rune then. You don't get to have it both ways, my friend.
Sniveling
Don't get to have
coward.
it both ways. We'll go ahead and take this
We
out.
must protect our stronghold.
If there's a wounded creature in this lane, there's a wounded creature, so that should trigger. And it does. And we're just going to hang here. As long as you got Drain on the board, I'm not breaking a rune, buddy. You don't get both of them. You don't get the card and the heals. And another Immolating Blast, and Garnag goes down. Alright, so... You know what? We're not gonna... I don't know. We could... That's 7, 10. Okay, alright. We're gonna do this.
By Yashdod's mighty axe.
We're gonna do this.
They will bear you apart.
And there's another prophecy. Oh my gosh!
Speak, citizen.
Alright, so now we have to kill that.
You get one shot.
So Grenwith running a prophecy-heavy, action-heavy
Behold,
version. Immolating Blast plays around this,
Soldiers,
but not a
form
Dawn's
up.
Wrath. Okay, that's not the worst for us at the moment, but it is going
We
to
will protect
become
the
a
Emperor
problem
or
later
die
on,
trying.
your coin or your
showing a
life.
reluctance
Choose.
to hit us in the face, so this could be one of
This
those.
won't take long. Steel and stone by the
Alright.
first forge. You get one shot. Make it.
Can we make the final push before he hits us with the Dawns
What's
or
yours?
the things, the danger things? Okay, that takes us out of lethal range for the time being.
We will protect the Emperor or die
He's
trying.
beefing up something, Chandler. Okay,
citizen.
nope. All right, so if we don't have a silence
Soldiers,
or a way
form up.
to crush this, we're gonna have to trade into her. Ooh. That would do.
By the first forge.
That does 5 damage, so I have to trade
Who
into her.
dares face me?
All right. We do have a few chargers that we can use. All right, he's looking for answers at this point. I'm guessing that's the reason why he would give me more cards. And there's our charger. There's our enabler.
Training is over.
And that is not going to do it for him. We are going to be able to take down Gren with 8. Well played, sir.
This was a worthy contest.
We were just... Oh, I should have juiced for the ping. Doggone it. Oh, well. Take the victory where we can get it. So, hey, kudos to Gren with 8. Playing a different deck. He changed it up. Like I said, I think he was playing Scout before, and now he was playing Redoran. But he's not playing Invade. So that alone, we have lowered the bar. I will give you kudos, and you will have my undying gratitude if you're just not playing Invade. So there we go. But that is kind of a lesson as well, folks. The heals, they're not really like I was always big on Drain. When I first realized what Drain was, I was really big on making sure I had that in all my decks, and I would Drain. I'm like, oh, I'm way ahead in life. But the thing is, your opponent can always eat away at that. Like you have to really do a lot. I mean, even if you get up to 100, if your opponent is able to snowball their aggression, it'll take 3 turns tops to get you down from 100. Or thereabouts. It's not hard to do. You want to heal after you take some damage, after you get your cards. Because if you heal beforehand, all it is delaying the inevitable. You're starving yourself of cards, and especially against an aggro opponent like what we're running. Mid-range aggro, mid-grow, I think I heard Cordata say that at first. So we're up against Sir Longnose. Crap, did I greet Sir Longnose? I can't remember. It's been so long since we started this game. I don't know. And that makes me think, what was it, Land Before Time? Yeah, 3 horns don't play with long necks. So that's not at all what this is. Sir Longnose is not the same thing, but curious to see. So I guess this is Greed Ebon Soleil is the most likely culprit here.
Whisper your
And there we go.
to the scales.
It is in fact. See now the 2-drop comes out. What are you doing?
The battle shall be
All right, so we know we can expect lane changes. We can expect Archer's Gambits. You like that burn and pillage, eh, Brother Ridge? I mean, there was. That is a Earthbone target of air I saw.
Keep your distance.
I think I've only got 2 of her in the deck, but I definitely should probably run a 3rd one. I don't know what else I would take out. Maybe one of the Warhammers. I don't know. But Sower is going to be coming down next turn, hopefully. And that Garnag is going to be good next turn as well. Or a little bit later. He's going to
oblivion.
towards the end of the game, he's going to be
Power and glory.
very instrumental in reducing the chances of the ever popular what is it? The Night Talon Lord Squish. Okay, that sucks. That really does suck. Yep. All right, so can we burn and no? We'll break 1 more rune. That'll be 2 damage. That's not enough. I mean, we do want to get rid of that because if he keeps slaying, we're donezo. So, do we Warhammer? If we Warhammer, we die. I mean, whatever we Warhammer with dies. That's the bummer. So we might as well throw it on her. Get a little breakthrough. Orc Clan Captain. No prophecy. That is no bueno.
We'll see how they like someone.
And that is, yep, definitely not great for us. All right. So we're going to still wait on Garnag. We don't need to use him yet. Champion of the Arena, probably if they throw down a guard. Because it is Slay, I am waiting to see if they throw down one of those. Ooh, boy. Yeah, Champion of the Arena. That's That does actually do. It's going to do. Ooh, I didn't realize we were that low on health. He's been whittling us down this whole time. I've been thinking, you know.
Come at me.
Yeah.
I'll prove my nobility to the world.
All right, Brother Ridge. Let's give a. Yeah, I think it was a gateway game. Actually, I was racing another aggro deck, obviously, and the Burn and Pillage is what did it for me.
Give me an A.
Okay, and it's gonna do it again. Burn and Pillage is going to be crucial this turn. Oh, you know what? I should have. Do I Orc Clan and then Burn and Pillage? Does it change anything? Are we seriously? What are we at now with Burn and Pillage? We're at 3. That'll be 4. It's not enough to kill him. It would have been. I misplayed. I should have played Orc Clan Captain first. We would have been able to break an extra rune. With that said, Stone Shard. Yes. Yes. Okay. Because 5. Either way, if I hit it with 6, it leaves 7.
Finally, a challenge.
So Stone Shard does
You
this.
get one shot. Make it
Burn Pillage does that. And it puts us in a pretty good spot. We've got Clan Captain, Gatekeeper, and a Charger. So I think Burn and Pillage may have just bailed us out of another one. Burn and Pillage is going to be the MVP of this particular video. Whether we win this game or not. Yeah, buddy.
hail to civics.
Uh-oh.
I will devour your
Oh,
soul,
no.
mortal.
No, he is going to do... He can't kill them all. If we...
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
If we Orc Clan Captain... Nope, that's... Yeah. I think so.
We stand
I'm not doing
on
the math.
stone.
But yes, that will be just enough.
I'm
Exact,
afraid you
lethal.
can't win.
The games are a long nose.
Contest.
I'm thinking he just didn't come up with the cards that he was looking for, which was similar to the other Ebon Slay game. If y'all remember the epic game, the epicest of games, where it was our Halalu Slay against Ebon Slay, and we ended up winning. We got 2 of our rages. Our opponent never found one of his. I'm assuming he ran them. He seemed to be looking for them. But yeah, Burn and Pillage. Expect to see, because you know the vast assortment of TESL players who watch this. I think we've got 10%, maybe 10% of remaining TESL players perhaps tune in. Maybe between me, Brave Cariad, and Vincenzo. But then you got, not Pumpkin. Goodness, I'm so sorry. We played with one of your decks, sir. What was it? Rumpus, Rump and Rufus. There we go. Rump and Rufus is mixing it up. Darloth, I believe, is still playing. Darloth, actually, though, I think he's got a good chunk of the TESL community watching his stuff. He's in the thousands, which is really great to see. Yeah, let's not be greedy. We do have the ring, but that would be some greed. All right. Greet our opponent.
To your house.
Ring out the Ravager.
Killing you will make an excellent story.
And what can we say about Lidchurn's deck, except at least it's not in vain. That's all we have to go on right now. Okay, the question is, do we risk... We just don't... Arg. Stronghold Patrol is a good card, and it looks really nice in premium too, but in this particular case, it's garbage. And my concern is, if I don't take this trade, he's going to hit me with like a something, and this is going to start rallying out of control.
By the firstborn.
And do we use this for tempo? Yeah. It feels bad, but I think we got to go for tempo. I think we do. I think we do.
Should have been.
Okay, good. There was a trade to be made there, but now we're going to get a
By
buff.
the
Something
fires
coming
of
down. Okay,
oblivion.
it is not the buff we thought it was going to be. That's perfectly acceptable.
Steel and stone.
Do we Morgul Gatekeeper? No, because the douche, I don't think we're going to have
We
any
must protect our stronghold.
supports to remove. And the douche survives this trade, at least as it stands now. Okay, just kidding. Breaks the ward, but now can't make the trade. So we might make this trade here just so he can't tome up. Never mind. Opponent with the answers.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
So depending on what comes down next turn, Stone Shard perhaps. Ooh, okay.
Honor and blood.
Do you not fear me, mortal?
I mean, Mummify, Sorcerer's Negation. Obviously, he can trade here, and it's going to be good for him. He would have to tome up, which he could do. And there's that negation. Yippee hooray.
I'll do what I can.
And obviously, Stone Shard isn't going to get the job done. We can do... If we do Morgul, Stone Shard, that's 2. I would rather them
Close ranks. Let nothing through. You get one
hit
shot.
that guy. I mean, again, he can tome up, but then he has to do that in order to make this trade work. This way, at least he kills, removes if he trades, and we get a Militant Chieftain or Wood Orc Headhunter, depending on what our opponent plays again.
The elements are mine to control.
And he's got a way to trigger that, I'm sure, because you don't play a naked.
Some tasks cannot be delegated.
Okay, this is getting ugly. That helps. I think we're going to have to go Militant Chieftain.
Been too long since I've embraced my rage. Steel and stone. I will taste blood.
And now, because this guy's here, everything is going to come down with a guard. So we really want to find our Earthbone Spinners. Wood Orc Headhunter with Breakthrough is going to be a big deal. Yeah, so everything dies now over in that lane.
I'm more powerful than you can imagine.
By the fires of oblivion.
And just keep spitting out cards.
You are mine now.
We have a
Oh, and that's why he did it, so he could put the guard over there. Smart play. I'm not a fan, but a smart play. Ooh, well, that would be gangbusters if these didn't have wards on them. We might do it anyway. We can do... No, we can't do both. Dang nabbit! We can do Wood Orc Headhunter and Stronghold Patrol, so I think we'll do that.
And we'll pay the blood price. Scored
Almost a misplay there. Almost a misplay.
by the first.
Now, you could argue, and you would be correct to do so, that the danger is this getting rewarded and spitting off another guard over here. But YOLO, I guess, maybe, is what I want to say. Okay, what you got for me, Lid Churn? You can look for answers, but that ain't fun. Now get in the pit and try to love someone. It does, obviously, it's the way it looks now is a little comical, where it's just you've got these 4 cards just going, we're in the wrong place at the wrong time, fellas. Why are we over here? What are we doing over here? The bad guys are on the other side of the board. What's going on? So we're gonna hit.
I will end you.
Hits.
Guard my hand.
This was
All right.
a worthy contest.
So yeah, maybe we should have played Cradle Crush, but yeah, I don't know. We were able to get out of the way. Oh, well, we are definitely getting some gold and some cards as we play through this. I thought about actually trying to make a push. I don't think it's going to happen this month because we're already too far behind. And you all can let me know as well. I didn't get any feedback on the would you rather see me play or have other people play. Brotherhood, I appreciate. I never get tired of saying it, how much I appreciate the affirmation and the positive feedback. There's never a time where that gets taken for granted. That's not the worst, because I don't think. Oh, I don't put any what's her face in here. I should have put a what's her face in here. The relentless raider. I didn't put any of her, so we don't have any 1-drops.
Luck to your house.
My thanks is yours.
Oh, and Brother Ridge is offline for the time being.
By the egg of fine battle.
By the egg of fine battle. I don't know if that's considered a taunt or just a misclick.
The waters of life.
Interesting
Sniveling
deal
coward.
there. We're gonna stone shard.
Get one shot.
Anytime you see a card go in
Egg
the
of fine battle.
and on a side that you wouldn't expect it to. And there's the douche target if ever I saw one, and I have.
We must protect that stronghold.
Ready to die.
I wonder if it's going to be another by the egg of fine battle.
Steel and stone. Steel and stone.
Nope. Okay. Ice Storm this turn. That hurts us. That's not so bad. That is not so bad.
I slay the unworthy.
Okay. So what we're gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that,
Burn together,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Sower is good next turn. Cradle Crush. I think I only put one copy in there, and it was just for that. Ooh, crap.
By the egg of fine battle.
Yeah, that's not looking good for us.
Waters of life.
That is not looking good for us. And now we're doing garbage Telvanni stuff. I do hate Telvanni. I do.
Taste of my power.
Let's see.
Steel
I mean,
and
Garnet
stone.
at this point is just for the body.
We must protect the
It survives
Night
Ice Storm.
Mother.
He survives Ice Storm. And it does nerf our opponent a little
Impressive
bit.
For one without skills.
Just a little bit. Okay. That's all right. Those bodies are still on the board. Granted, it only costs them 1 magicka to do that. So we are really hoping to be able to make our push with that amulet on the board, unless we get a douche down here. Our Earthbone is going to prolong
Name
the
it.
process a little
I'll
bit.
forge it.
Oh man, another instance where we are 1 magicka short of what we want.
Who
And let's just
dares
rip the
face
bandit off and do that
through
first.
the face of
Do
my
that.
power. Steel and stone.
And then.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
So obviously, pulled a weapon of some kind. Maybe it wouldn't be a snake tooth. I mean, it could be a snake tooth, but you'd have to partner it with something else to make it worthwhile. All right, there's that. Doesn't help any of his creatures. Doesn't help him heal. Okay, there's another Cruel Fire Bloom. I hate that card. It's a jerk Fire Bloom, is what it is.
I'll keep a lookout.
All right, that's fine. We got our Earthbone to take care of that. Or we just.
You will perish.
This was a
All right.
worthy contest.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And I think we got time for one more. Well, 1 or 2 more, I guess. Hey, and we are now making our way. I mean, with an orc, you really can't go wrong with orc. If you're a new player, you really have to come across either a low curve control-ish flawless victory. Oh, it was, wasn't it? We never got hit in the face.
Flawless victory.
That was not anything like the guy does.
He doesn't talk like this.
Oh, gosh. Oh, apologies. Apologies. I think we might be undefeated against non-invasion players. We'll check it after this. We'll check our stats after this. That actually looks pretty good.
Luck to
But
your
yeah, I think we've
Greetings, citizen.
let's see, N Tony Production. Oh, wow, we're up against an entire production company over here.
Band together, orcs.
Let's see if our orcs can handle that kind of pressure.
We must remain steadfast.
Chewbacca doing his watching over him thing.
Taste of my power.
We're gonna mighty ally over
Their
here.
defenses will crumble.
And I'm pretty sure, I think Training Grounds and the Dragon are the only two that wouldn't trigger this, so very high
Close
percentile
ranks.
to.
Let nothing through.
And he's gonna put it on him so that I die to it, unless I. Ooh, that. Dang it, we're one Magicka short of being able to Stone Shard for the win. Dang nabbit. Alright, well, this could hurt if he's got a Piercing Javelin. Otherwise, brilliant play. But now we can Orc Clan into Stone Shard if he has a 2-power creature that comes down in the Shadow Lane.
Enjoy the next life, fool.
We
Okay, and there goes our.
Let's do this.
I mean, he had to use some stuff to do it, so that's cool. We'll be able to get rid of this guy. Let's go ahead and do this. And do this. Goodbye, Chewbacca. We're not doing
We
great.
must protect our strong.
Now we're doing even worse. But we do have the Wood Orc Headhunter to mitigate this a little bit. Didn't break a rune on that one. Not doing too shabby. Goodness gracious with the raiding parties. My gosh.
Do this.
Here's where those Okay.
You can tell them
That's
you
even
thought
worse. Man. Things are just not going swimmingly for us here. 3. Well, we do have enough for that though. That's good. That's really good. Granted, we're playing all, but he really, well, would not be surprised if we have a charger. We do actually. We know we've got. Yeah, I was going to say this guy's been nothing but chargers the entire game. Why did I say that? That was dumb. That was dumb on my part. Most assuredly stupid. I knew the guy that's what he plays. And
Of the living.
I played into the. Oh man. All right. Well.
We must protect our stronghold.
And you know we're gonna poke the dragon a little bit. There we go. All right. I mean that would have really sucked if we got a prophecy off of that, but.
We stand united.
And more chargers? No. Okay. Well, that's ridiculous. Good old Wood Orc Headhunter. Here's the thing.
I'll rip you apart.
They're in my sight.
Who dares face me?
You know what? I swear, if he's got another raiding party, at least it's a dual attribute. So if he has the third raiding party this soon, okay, now he's got another douche. Oh my gosh. Well, here's the thing. We do that. He's got to hit us in the face if he wants to drain. So, go for it. And Tony Production, give me that card.
Orders? Let's see if we can reach
Oh.
in range.
That works, I guess. Oh, misplay. I'm gonna play it all over here because, like I said, I want him to keep giving me cards. I don't mind. He's probably gonna slam another one on there. We need the cards. I think, and this could be famous last words. I think we can pull it off if we keep getting fed cards. But if he can keep buffing this up, we're screwed. All right, that's not the worst. It is okay. That's probably going to be game right there.
We obey.
I sharpen weapons. Don't care to wield them.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Okay, this is actually going to help us a ton.
I'll prove my nobility to the world.
Our the douche is actually going to help out a ton.
Sniveling coward. Foreign glory.
And there we go. We're back in good position. Like I said, I believe we could turn around. Now, game's not over, but it was a bit of a risk. Yeah, this guy's this is like time to fight deck right here. Like charge.net deck. All right, that's fine.
To
He still has 8
affliction.
magicka, but not as many cards. Another charge. That gets so weird. Another charger? No.
Citizen.
Speak.
No.
citizen.
Okay, so barring a prophecy, we will manage to close this one
They're in
out.
my sights.
Sniveling coward.
And there we go.
A challenge.
All right, and I think that's going to do. That's all my heart can take. That was those were some good matches. Oh, we want to check and just see. I don't know, and not that it's a big deal, but I am curious how well this deck did without. Let's see where we go to match history. All right, so we got an L here. That was our invade. We got an L here. That was another invade, and now we go back. We fought Brother Ridge. This was where we started the day. So yeah, the only 2 games we lost were to invade, getting crappy, amazing draws right off the jump. So, all right. Well, that's going to do it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm going to be ironing out the wrinkles. We're going to try to get back to the format before where there's less of the talking between the games. I stop talking and the card comes up and we transition to the next game. I'll try to keep that in mind. Also want to start doing the sponsored by cards, have those returned to the series. And those will all be starting, of course, on Monday, as we are going to be back live at 5 is going to be happening again this week. So this is obviously Wednesday's video. This is when you're seeing it. I'm shooting it the day before, and we'll be live at 5 this Friday. And then next Monday, hopefully, we'll be returned more or less to the format that I think works best, that gives us the most stuff. And again, last chance before we start the new thing. Do we want to go back to Friends, like Friends Journeys? We can pick up where we left off that series. I think we're at like 94 or 95, or I can keep going at it. Like I said, I don't know that I'll be able to make pushes for Legend. It gets really hard when you're doing this, only because when you're doing it as making videos, because, ideally I would just keep playing with this deck, the Orc deck, because it's getting the job done, but that's boring for you all to watch. So and it's more important. The entertainment value is more important to me than getting Legend. And as Brave, I think, pointed out in her last video, go ahead and check her out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and I believe Saturdays. She does TESL content and does a lot of bonus videos, so check those out. But she pointed out that it's like some kind of Elit. It's like Blighted Elit, Afflicted Elit. One of the Elits. It's the 1/3 that gets bigger if it takes damage, I think. It's a less than stellar card, so this would not be the time to push for Legend. Wanting to get a premium version of that card, it's kind of a bummer card. So I'm not hyper motivated to do it. But anyway, just how, like, what you feel like. Does it matter who is playing? Live at 5 really does cover the spectating aspect of it. But for anybody who's watched Live at 5, you also know that I don't follow the games as much. I'm more invested in chat. I will watch the games as much as I can, but I always try to keep up with chat. Should be easier now that I'm back to my setup that I've been wanting to have. So anyway, just putting that out there. Anybody who's watched this far, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your preference is. And until next time, keep playing.